the industry in its entirety, so that I go to BOI and ask for funding, it can cross-check, say, do you have this in place, do you have this in place, and I've got everything in check. So again, is to how do we collaborate as sectors to say, okay, I'm working with the health department, I'm working with the finance ministry, I'm working with this, so that we can actually create this economy that's called the creative economy and make it work for every single person and monetize it for everyone, so that at the end of the day, you're able to build that legacy for the next generation. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. I've been told my time is up, but I think I need to do a question and back. One question and that. You said YouTube is free. Is YouTube free? Hang on.
It is.
I have a school of thought.
You ask the question, or you want to add your
I
suggestion?
want to ask you a question. My school of thought. But my mom watches a lot of YouTube, and she tells me because it's free. Well, I send her data.
Thank
so
you.
Maybe you pay with a different currency.
Definitely.
Data.
Yeah.
Maybe we are making the telecoms richer with our content. Maybe it works in America, but can we change how it works here and make data currency? What do you say about it?
Thank you very much for that question. And that's why I say we have to work at seeing how we can reach 200 million people cheaper. Oh, I mean, what we have now is data is getting more expensive. Tax on data is also just being implemented by the government, which means that in a couple of months, more people will be ostracized from access to even YouTube that in their mind is free. It's not free. They see ads every time, you know, but again, someone else is paying for them to view. Brands are paying. But the truth is, it's going to leave if the environment isn't suitable. I will please recommend governments should try and create environments where businesses can thrive. Number one, ownership. Begin to see how you can help people build platforms that are owned by us. I mean, I remember when I was young and I was thinking that Ubuntu, you know, platform will be awesome. I remember that name, Ubuntu, but it never came up. But now, every platform that thrives in Africa is owned by, you know, the Western world. And that's not right, it's unfair. We're not saying they shouldn't be there or they shouldn't thrive, but there should be, you know, a level playing field for everybody. There should be ownership owned by us. Number two, accessibility. If it's not cheap enough, people are not going to access. We have to find the reality that the 1% or the 10% of Nigerians isn't Nigeria. 70% of people are living under the dollar. And if we want to create that wealth or access that wealth, they all have to have, you know, access to it. So hopefully we can, as a government, as a people, you know, create policies that will help inclusion for everyone.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, so it will be unfair to the generation of everybody here if I do not put this information out there. Now, there is a program that's currently on because we talked about policy, we talked about access to finance, and also we talked about every other thing that is taking place. Now, there is a program that the bank has just come up with because we have seen that majority of the players within the industry are upcoming. They are not as strong as those in manufacturing, and there has to be a way to support people that are coming in. So that's why the new program that we come up with, the investment in creative and digital enterprises, has been put in place. It's IDA, and it was put together by the African Development Bank, the French Development Agency, the Islamic Development Bank, and the Central Government of Nigeria. They have made available 16 million, 17 million.
I know, what does she want?
For creatives in Nigeria. And I think that's a very, very good step. What this funding is supposed to achieve is number one, make access to finance available to people. Like for instance, there's going to be a grant portion of this facility, and there's also going to be loans. You know, apart from this fund will also be used to skill up and also collaborate with tech hubs and also other incubation centers within the country. Apart from that, it will also help to galvanize movement towards building policies and framework that will help the people within the industry. Now, what this will do is that at the end of the day, it creates a quality base for the creative industry to be able to produce the kind of talent that is required, you know, to take us to the next level of our existence. And once that happens, you will see that when these people have been trained, when they come back to the banks, they will easily meet the risk acceptance criteria of these banks. You know, but as of this time, because they do not understand what it really takes to get there, and they do not have the necessary collaterals to be able to access the facilities, they find it difficult. And that is what this program aims to achieve. And just like the know the fund that was initially done. The IDICE program is going to do the same thing, catalyze industrial activity that will take us to the next level of everything.
Amazing, amazing. I do not know how they expected us to discuss this in 30 minutes, but I think we've done justice. I want to say thank you to Obi Asika and the rest of the Omniverse team. I want to say thank you to Aka, Lusanda, Erezi, and my newest friend. I don't want to call you, let me call you my friend. However, I want to say this. Creatives know how to get their creative businesses short-term successes. Some of us are able to do medium-term. The government shouldn't get involved in short-term conversations. Anything from the government has to be long-term or no-term. God bless you all and have a fantastic afternoon.